Okay, what we have here is a cool little hack that we've got for if you're working with an external effects unit, particularly reverbs and things like that, that have got a bit too much noise that you're trying to reduce and you still want to use the effects unit. So what we have here is a Behringer Virtualizer Pro, which is what it is. It's a pretty budget unit. It's got quite a bit of noise, particularly in the high frequency. We're using a Soundcraft MH2 for this example, and this particular desk makes it actually quite easy to do. I'll explain why. Now, what we're doing is a thing called a pre-emphasis EQ. Now, this trick is being used in things like tape machines for noise reduction and stuff back in the day, and it works pretty well in this context as well. So, we're feeding our effects unit from auxiliary 9 and 10, which we actually have a dedicated EQ for that auxiliary right here. So what we're doing is we're giving it a big old boost in the high frequency, it's about 15 decibels. And then when we move over to the effects return, here, we are cutting the high frequencies coming in there. And what that does is it brings down the noise, but because we've boosted the treble before it hits the effects unit, it actually results in the same kind of detail, but without the kind of hiss you get on top of it. It's like a white noise kind of thing. Also doing a little cut in the low end there, just because I don't like the mud coming through on the reverb for the vocal mics. If you don't have a desk that has an EQ on your send, then there's a couple of other ways you can do it. First way would be to use an outboard EQ, which you might have kicking around, you might not, but you can do the same thing, boost it before it hits the effects unit and then reduce it on the channel on the way in. If you don't have an outboard EQ, then what you could actually do is take your aux send, bring it back into one of your input channels, use the EQ there, and then you can either get it back out to your effects unit by using a spare auxiliary if you have one, or you can use the direct out if it goes post EQ, which it can do on this desk, or you can use the matrix or use a group output or something like that and take it away from the main mix, and then hit your EQ, hit your effects unit from that. So that's a cool little trick, and I thought I'd share it.